Welcome back to our channel, YouTube. My name is Kristen Forgione. I'm the founder, creative director, and principal designer of THELIFESTYLEDCO, and I am here with the very talented lead designer, RJ Bialkowski, here at our Down to Earth project. How pumped are we to show YouTube this very special one?
I'm so excited. It's just like such a unique house and very different than like what we typically build.
Come on in. So this project is different than most of the projects you'll see on our channel because one, we didn't build this home, and two, we didn't even renovate it. Our clients found this gem of a property here in Paradise Valley, Arizona, earlier in 2022. So it's also been relatively quick that we've been able to furnish the whole thing and make some aesthetic changes that you'll see as we tour. So tell me a little bit about these amazing clients.
Yeah, so this is a really young family. They have 2 young kids. They like to travel a lot. They collect vintage pieces. They're art collectors, so they had really amazing taste. And we even got to incorporate some cool, unique vintage pieces.
And they have exquisite taste in vintage rugs. You are gonna see, like, don't ask us for a rug link in this one because these are all very, very, very pristine, well-curated vintage rugs that are going to live in this beautiful home. So this project has been a total dream to design. The clients are very specific and precise in what they want to see in everything from their styling all the way up to their large furnishings pieces. So from the entryway, you step down a couple steps into what is their main living space. And this room is humongous.
Humongous, yeah.
Huge. Like there's
like 3 different
20 pieces in here at least. So was it a challenge to design this?
Definitely. Yeah, we basically have like 3 different areas here, but I kind of like that because they make like little groupings, like conversational areas, different uses, so you can host a lot of people here.
And I love all the layers. So play with your wood tones. We used lighter tones, we used dark tones, we used all different types of wood species to give us more of those tones. So much natural light. Obviously the fireplace is huge and stunning. We love it. What's like your favorite part in this room?
The rug.
The rug, I know, the rug. You guys were like, I mean, naturally we're rug like geeks, but this rug. Did they tell you what?
No.
I know Turkey. It came
from
Turkey.
It's from Turkey. It's like an antique tapestry rug is what it's called. I'm probably butchering pronunciation, but yeah, super old vintage rug, like real vintage. And it has these beautiful like earthy, green, like brown, charcoal tones. Yeah, it's stunning.
It's so good. Obviously gorgeous upholstery. We love a single cushion in the sofas and we were able to get that. I love these wide chairs. We had a comment recently about using the Samsung frame and why we never use them. You guys, we use frames all the time. You just probably don't notice them because they look like art. And this is a great example. That's a Samsung frame. We'll link it in the description for you, of course. But they're so easy to use and we love that they can obviously look like a beautiful art piece, really large, and you can use them opposite your gallery walls. So we've got the family's beautiful gallery here and of course the frame close by. So many different areas to enjoy. You may notice the lighting installation in this room. It's super rare to end up with 3 perfectly positioned J-boxes for an incredible lighting moment, but we got it here. And you'll see, we'll layer in a before picture here so you can see. Again, I think the renovators or the builder who did this was probably really proud of this custom lighting because it also matches the hood in the kitchen, or matched the hood in the kitchen. Beautiful, but not the aesthetic that we are going for or our clients were going for. So we needed to get a lot of light in here still. You'll notice there's no can lighting in the actual center of the space. It's only on the perimeter. So we needed to be able to get a lot of light to light a room that is so big. And you can layer them. So absolutely love the lighting in here. I love that this is kind of giving those library vibes, right? Another space. I don't feel like in this space you feel like you have to have the TV on. You can sit here, enjoy a book, just like be and enjoy the outside also coming in. There's a beautiful door that opens all the way up so that you have that indoor-outdoor movement. It is just such a beautiful, well-appointed space that you can both get cozy, or if you're waiting for your Uber, you could sit here too. We are here in the primary bedroom, and I love an intimate primary space. You've heard me say it before, I'll say it again. I love when the bedroom feels warm and full. You want it to have those hotel-like vibes, so we want it to be tranquil, right? This is the place that you should get to come and lay your head and get that much needed sleep and intimate time as well, right? You wanna be able to connect with your partner and have some time where the kids and work and all of that stuff is left outside. So this space just like exudes tranquility and a very natural palette. So for our clients in here, you can tell there's not a lot of contrast. So this is not going to have a bunch of like those stark whites and blacks. I'd say the darkest thing in here is probably just these small accent pieces, this beautiful vase, and then the candlestick. So that allows it to just be really balanced and grounded. We also played with a bunch of different fabrics. So this is boucle, also can be called Sherpa when it's just a little bit different fabric. The 4-poster canopy bed, always a favorite. I love that all of the linens are really deep and very natural. You've got that like flaxy kind of oatmeal color. You don't see a lot of floral prints from us. And you guys, I found these as we were vintage shopping and they are handmade. For whatever reason, just saw them and absolutely loved them and had to have them and only picture them in this project. So they're not going to be at the Lifestyle Co shop because like I said, they're vintage. So I love them and I'm like having a little bit of a moment because I'm very surprised how much I love them. I'm not a floral person at all, but for whatever reason, I just like really like these. And I kind of want them for myself, but they're gonna stay here for this amazing project. So don't be afraid to play with a little bit of pattern, even if you're kind of uncomfortable. We tell our clients early in our design presentations, we want you a little bit uncomfortable. We can always go back to what you know, and that's even true as professional designers. We all kind of try to push ourselves and each other to get a little bit uncomfortable. Of course, beautiful white walls. The paint color in here is Benjamin Moore's Chantilly lace. We have multiple seating areas. There's a fire in this space. It's just so lovely and tranquil and the perfect mix of those beautiful vintage pieces like a true vintage rug you'll see here anchoring the entire space mixed with some of those more edgy pieces like what you find in accessories and some of the lighting, and all together it's just perfect. So two adorable little kids live here. Older sister, Harper Rose, same name as my daughter, for those of you who know me, and then Ezra, he's the little brother. So important to have a gender neutral space because they'll both be playing in here. And this space is actually between the main living space that you saw off of the entry and then also the kitchen and all day dining space. So really great placement for mom or dad while they're cooking, trying to prepare meals. So this space will grow with them, right? We're big proponents of a sofa. This is actually a sofa bed so that you can watch TV, put on a show for the kiddos, or if you're using it as more of a family den space, that works too. We love the opportunity for them to show their little artistry off on a chalkboard. Also want indoor space where they can burn some calories and get some of that energy out, which is where this Swedish bar and ladder come in. And then gather mats, plenty of play, lots of imaginative things to happen, arts and crafts table, lots of toy storage. More than anything, we just want a space where they can be free and create and everyone can be safe, right? And mom and dad or a babysitter know where they are and that they're gonna have a blast in here. So I love the shared play space so much. This is such a beautiful and magical guest suite. I mean, I would be staying over here a lot and I might not leave, which I don't know how they'll feel about that. But same thing with the primary bedroom, same thing with any secondary bedroom, right? Whether it's for yourself, for your family, or for your guests, you want your guests to feel relaxed and you want them to feel tranquil and more than anything, welcome, right? At least for a few days. So this space just came together so beautifully. It's also a really great example of a high-low mix I was talking about earlier. So I don't know if you all have living spaces in your area, but we have them here in Arizona, and it's a big furniture warehouse, but they have a little bit of an elevated, I think, retail kind of look for furniture. So this bed, I mean, it looks like $1 million. I wanna say it was like under $1,500, which for a king size bed and upholstered, tall headboard, nice French seams, is a really, really affordable price by today's standards. So I love that we were able to take this bed and make it look super custom, really, really good quality with beautiful bed linens, layered pillows, which all of these are available at the Lifestyle Co. It just feels so natural and like it's been here for a long time, but really, really elevated. So I love that. These sconces are some of our favorites. Again, you can forego table lamps and go straight to wall sconces, even if they're not hardwired. So these are actually wall lamps. So they just plug in, and then they kind of serve as art and a little bit more intriguing to look at than just your standard table lamp. Of course, a TV, lots of natural light. The window treatments in here are absolutely stunning. I just love this space. I honestly think if you made me choose between this space and the primary, I might go with this space. In the heart of the home, likely the kitchen, right, for you, there are so many different ways that kitchens can be arranged. We see them all the time. And one of the amazing things about a renovation is you get some of these like kind of quirky floor plans, but that work and that are so different and are so visually intriguing. And this kitchen situation is one of them. So you've got your all-day dining or breakfast nook space here, which is just big and comfortable. I love the sconce placement, and we'll show you some before pictures here as well, so you can see really what paint, lighting, you know we're big on lighting, and just a little bit of hardscape changes can do for a space. So as I mentioned, we didn't do the renovation here, but our clients really wanted to lighten it up a little bit, so we ended up repainting the ceiling. It was much darker in the before photos. This is actually Taupe Tone from Sherwin-Williams. It's a great, just very balanced, neutral brown tan. We changed the lighting, and then I'll also show you where we swapped out some Zellige tile, which we loved Zellige, but it was too dark for the space, for a marble slab. But overall, everything is still the same. The cabinetry is the same, the countertops, the appliances, the flooring, everything. And it just is so much lighter and brighter. So you've got your breakfast nook here. You've got these beautiful doors out to another courtyard. Like, oh my God. Courtyards on either side. I don't normally get the opportunity to build that anymore. So again, this is why like renovations are still so good, so good. And then you're coming into the main space of the kitchen. This is a standout piece. This is a vintage butcher block. I have no idea what era it's from. I wish I knew. We got it from one of our sourcing agents who sources overseas. I know it's Parisian, French, something like that. And you can see like to get this kind of undulation, big word for all the golf people out there, that's where it's from. Undulation of the greens. But to get all this undulation in wood, like it's gotta be like several hundred years old. It just has to be. So I wish I had more information for you on this, but I mean, it looks amazing, and that's why we picked it. We didn't pick it because of the backstory, we picked it because it's bananas. So I love this. So the island was here, but we really felt like we needed to extend the footprint of the island to make it wider, and this did that. So it's just an incredible piece. It will likely stay in their family, I would assume, forever, if it doesn't stay with the house, because I also feel like now where else could it possibly go and be as amazing as it is here? So you're coming further into the kitchen, obviously all the same things that all of your beautiful kitchens have. I love that these casement windows open. These are Sierra Pacific out into, again, this courtyard where you can dine, and it's close, and like I'm handing like a big, beautiful bread basket out there, or burrata and heirloom tomatoes or whatever. I love that. Again, coming through here, and then this is kind of the main cooking area. So here, this had black Zellige tile, which again, we love Zellige, but it was just too dark. So we wanted to really earth it up and give it more of that natural element. So we selected a marble slab for here. And other than that, we also changed out the hood. So this hood had, which I'm sure the original renovator was really proud of. It was a custom like metal sheeting, but it just didn't work for these clients. So we took it off. It's a good example of less is more. We literally just removed it and then finished the drywall. So much cleaner, much more timeless, much more earthy, right? This project is called the Down to Earth Proj for a reason. But I love all the open shelving. It just like reminds me, honestly, it kind of reminds me of our shops. It just reminds me of like just being able to walk up and grab whatever you need, use it utility wise. Pretty much all of the accessories that are not vintage are from our shop. So if you're looking for anything you see here, you'll be able to find that there. But this kitchen, it's such an interesting shape, but I'm obsessed with it.
So this is the formal dining room. It's right off the kitchen, so we wanted to kind of incorporate the darker, moody tones of the cabinets in the kitchen and reflect them in the dining room. So we went with a black oak dining table. It's 110 inches long, so you get a lot of people around the table. And we went with this classic Generette chair, which I feel like is perfect for this house because it's a more modern house, but this chair is still earthy and textured. So just is perfect with the space. We also mentioned that they have great taste in rugs. So this rug here is a custom rug. It's not in a common size, this room, because it's a little bit more long and narrow. So a custom rug was the route we went here. And then behind me on this wall, we did some antique mirrors. So those reflect the art that's on the opposite wall. So there's something to look at in every space, but it feels really intimate.
So I feel like this is probably gonna be a fan fave.
Yeah, it's my fave.
I know, I think
I'm biased.
I think it's like a lot of people in our office's fave, which is kind of fun and different, right? Yeah. But look at that. That was so distracting. Did you guys like that little camera move? That's why. Say hi, Nick. Hello. Every once in a while, he like really turns out the camera moves, and this is no exception.
That was quite a move.
But thank you guys so much for joining us here on our channel. Of course, talk to us in the comments. We try to respond to everything. If you want to see more of this project on Instagram, you can search it through my account at Kristen Forgione, RJ's account at Rachael Bialkowski.
Yeah.
We'll link it for you. It's a hard one to spell. Or on our brand page, of course, at The Lifestyle Co. And the hashtag is #DownToEarthProj. YouTube will catch you on the next one.